trouble if this is how they're going to continue.
Yeah. Good speech. Good speech.
I call Dr. Duncan Webb.
Tēnā koe, te mana whakawa. Madam Speaker, it's a real pleasure to speak today in this general debate and really celebrate the great achievements that this government has had over the past months. And when I was thinking and reflecting about it fell quite nicely to think about what this government has done for people from cradle to grave. So right from the moment people are born, a young child is born, this government has taken steps which will look after them right through to their senior years. So if we think about it already, right out of the gate, so to speak, this government enhanced paid parental leave so that children could be with their parents longer and those parents would have some financial support there as well. Best Start payments are about to begin, $60 a week for newborns up to 2 years old, just to take an additional amount of that financial pressure off. Another step that's really looking at those first 2 years. And of course, in the budget, additional funding for midwives which had been left behind for years and years. So there you have it. In those first months and years, that's what this government has done. And then what about children? Well, children, as we know, are a real focus for this government, and I'm very proud that the Prime Minister has taken on the portfolio for child poverty reduction. But what we've done there, increasing access up to 14 years for free GP visits, increased learning or support, the ongoing resource scheme. And I must say, in one of my own schools in my own electorate, St Peter's, one of the things they have said time and again is that we need more special learning support for those students and also to take the pressure off so better attention can be given to students who don't need special support but need to have their teachers paying them ordinary attention. Extending the Nurses in Schools program to decile 4 schools and, of course, an across-the-board increase for early childhood and education. So children in preschool and in schools are being looked after by this government. And I really do celebrate that. Young people, well, we know that we've got a fantastic free fees first-year scheme for vocational training, polytechs, apprenticeships and other training as well. So we're getting people off to a good start so they're not going to be burdened with debt when they leave their tertiary educational institution. And of course an increased student allowance and reviewing the eligibility for those students' allowances as well. So that's fantastic. So those young people, and then perhaps they move on, they have families. The Working for Families package is at the centre of what this government is doing. Increasing payments for the eldest child and children under 16, 26,000 more families eligible. That is absolutely fantastic. Accommodation supplement increases. This is addressing a package which has been languishing for years and needed an absolute review. Extending the community services card. And you know what? I'm really proud to say that we've done things for working young people as well. You know, the former Speaker, she proudly says that she got her start in life working in the warehouse for $4.50 an hour. Well, I say good on her, but you know what? I don't want to be in a country where people, when they make their way in life, look back and say, I was being paid a paltry wage. I want everyone to be paid a decent wage, and raising the minimum wage is a part of that. And also reinstating the tax credit, the worker tax credit, which the National Party would have done away with. That's something which working people on modest incomes get and deserve. And then other New Zealanders who are bang in the middle, but we've done a whole lot. We've restarted contributions to the National Super Fund so that we'll be able to afford that into the future. We've moved to address the infrastructure deficit and started to ensure that New Zealanders will be able to buy a home by banning foreign buyers and by starting Kiwi Build, addressing supply and demand both at the same time. And seniors, right through to seniors, winter energy payments, keeping our treasured senior people warm in winter. And of course, we've got the insulation subsidies off again for people in their own homes. We have done a fantastic job for New Zealanders at every stage of their life, and I celebrate that here today.
The time for this debate has expired. Call on members' order of the day number 1.
Friendly societies and credit unions